And good afternoon.
What's happening, everybody? As always, first, I want to thank all the veterans out there. Without you guys, we wouldn't be doing the things we love like we're doing. We really appreciate you. All our military serving overseas in the homeland, we thank you guys protecting our freedoms. First responders, police, fire, EMS, doctors and nurses, we still appreciate you. And tow truck drivers. So, Doug, here we are.
Yeah, here we are
4
on a
o'clock on
Friday.
Friday.
Right.
So we'll try to make this brief, but we got a lot of information kind of jammed in here. Um, we were well aware of what the weather was calling for all weekend Sunday, and I've talked to several people throughout the week, and all the way up till this morning, and we were watching it, and I kept telling people Friday afternoon I'll talk to you Friday afternoon. Well, here's what the deal is. We know we're not going to get Sunday in, period. It fluxes. There's no doubt it's going up and down, but it's going up and down from 95% to 99%. We know rain's going to be here Sunday. It's going to rain out the second day of our cavalcade. This is a makeup date from the original October 2nd and 3rd, Doug, and we moved it to this weekend. We don't want to move the Sunday anymore. We want to be done with it after this weekend. Weather's more iffy if we go on. We got go-kart cavalcade next weekend, 30th and 31st. We got a Renegade National on the 6th. So what we're going to do is run both shows tomorrow. Times are all moved around. We're going to get both shows in on one day. And what that means is for Saturday's show, Saturday's portion, we made one change with divisions, and I'll get into that in a second, Doug. Saturday's portion, we'll open the pit gates at, correct me if I'm wrong, Doug, I sent this to you. I had so much going on in the last couple hours, but go ahead and tell the gate times, Doug.
All right. Pit gates at 9 a.m. Hot laps and main gates will open at 11 a.m., racing at 1 p.m.
There. So what that means is Saturday's portion of the show will start at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Now, we will run heat races, features, and beginner stocks, pure stocks, renegades, Ohio Wheelman Series, and
trucks.
We're going to run a CRS Truck Series feature tomorrow afternoon. Okay. And at that time, after that feature, we're going to clear the pits, clear the grandstands. Then let everybody back in, and we'll continue on with Sunday's show. But in between that time of we stop, we get done with racing at whatever time, I'm hoping 5:30. We come back in, we're going to go out and do our trick or treat for the kids before we start racing what would be the Sunday portion. Now, we'll come back after the trick or treat because we feel it's important. We told the kids we're going to do trick or treat, Doug, and we're not going to wait till, later on in the night, whatever. So we'll do that in between. This gives a lot of time for a break for the drivers too. We'll come back on a second show. We'll take our qualifying times for the Ohio Wheelman Series. I talked to Will Wiggins about this. During your hot laps, there'll be one set of hot laps tomorrow. And trucks, Fremont trucks, I'll get into that in a second. But during your hot lap times tomorrow afternoon, Will's going to pull your qualifying times out of your hot lap times for the Sunday portion instead of coming back down and qualifying tomorrow night for the Sunday show part of it. We will go into our features tomorrow night that we're going to run on Sunday, which will be beginner stocks, renegades, pure stocks, Ohio Wheelman Series modifieds, and then we'll run the Fremont dirt trucks and Oakshade Bombers, dirt invades asphalt tomorrow night. That'll
Okay.
continue. That'll continue what would be our Sunday portion. Now, it's a lot of racing. Listen, it's a lot of racing to put in one day. We're looking at 11 features, plus heat races. It can be done. Trust me, it'll be done. It will be done. We could have very easily, though, Doug said, we're going to try and see and hope the weatherman's
Right.
wrong, but, he isn't very wrong this time of year. So look at that. I can't even light a cigarette. I got mine. But, and, we could keep pushing this off and come back. Our only other option, Doug, for Sunday was you come back November 6th, run that day, and then we push the Renegade National to Sunday. And, no matter what decision we make, there's going to be somebody unhappy on this, and there's going to be people happy. We feel it's the best decision. It isn't our best decision. Trust me, gain wise, we're not making anything extra off doing this, Doug. Just we're losing. If anything, we're losing. But we know this is the best decision for our fans and our drivers and everybody involved. This is the best way to go with this. Get it in one day so we're done. We don't have to come back. Otherwise, we push it to 6, and then once we get past that point, you're looking at running maybe next spring, continuing this, and we don't want to do that. It's not good for anybody.
Okay.
What do we got? Comments? I can't see any comments.
All right. The winners get awesome prizes thanks to Jennifer and Bobby.
Yes, for best costume. Jennifer and Bobby, they're putting prizes up they got age groups, Doug, and stuff. And for when we do the trick or treat, best dressed kids, the costume awards. And we're still going to do the trailer stuff and everything. And hopefully we're done at a decent hour and still can have some fun after the races and stuff. But I mean, it is what it is, Doug. I mean, Mother Nature, you can fight her all you want, but she's going to win in the long run. I can't read what's.
All right. So why not charge everyone a 2-day pass and not clear the stands and pits?
Because there's people that only want to come watch a Sunday portion of it, people that only want to watch a Saturday portion of it. You got, it's easy to say we had people that were here October 2nd, Doug, that in the grandstands that already bought a pass. We've had people in the pits that bought 1-day passes. We got some that bought 2-day passes. I understand what you're saying. And if this was day one and we hadn't started this, cavalcade already, it would probably be something like that. But right now we can't. And, we gotta accommodate the people that are here.
Okay. CR Treks, you didn't mention them on Saturday.
Yes, they're running tomorrow, but they will be in the early portion. The feature will be in the early portion of tomorrow's event. They won't be in the second session.
Okay.
I call them sessions.
Sessions, yeah. All right. November 6th is swap meet.
Jeff, that's what I mean. You start getting into November. We got the Renegade Nationals the 6th, but you start getting into November and you got other things going on. And, when you get to our Wheelman Series, they got other races, Nashville and different, that's going on. And this is the best decision that we can make at this time. I don't see any other way out of this stuff but to try to do this and get it done and over with. I mean, granted, I can't.
What's that one? A nice message. Going to be a long day for your staff and your racers, but that is a real promoter taking care of his racers and fans.
Well, thank you. Ain't too often we get compliments when we make decisions like this, but and that's the truth, Doug. That's the truth. I mean, you had people, and the guy has a good point. Why don't you just do this? And like I say, you had people that came here, the drivers and fans.
Had we not run that first portion, we would have probably been
right. We would have done something like that, but you can't once you You got tickets out there.
So when are the Dirt Invades Asphalt Heat races?
It's a good question, Scott. I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
Tomorrow when we call you up.
Yeah.
That's what is happening.
The Dirt Invades Asphalt guys. If Tony Burns and them are watching, I'd like to get a big chat room going after this show. I got some, different, something's got to be different with you guys because you're a 1 day deal. And I'll talk to all you guys about that here in a little bit. We'll get a big group chat going. It's easier for me to do it that way because it might take a little time than to sit here and keep talking.
All right. Wristbands still good.
Yes, if you got a 1 day wristband that you bought on October 2nd or 2 day, that'll be good when you first come at 9 o'clock. Now, if you got a 1 day wristband after the first session, which would be the Saturday portion, is done, you got to go back out and buy another one for the second day session.
Kevin says run it the second part.
I know. I'll talk to them guys in a minute. If you bought the 1 day pit pass October 2nd, you got to come back out after the first session's done and pay for the second session, the second day pit pass. If you got a 2 day pass, we'll do like we normally do and put you over by the lineup board. You're good for both sessions. So your wristbands are good. It all depends on what you bought, whether they're good for the whole day in the pits or not. If you got a ticket from the front gate, you were here and you bring your ticket back, the first session, you're good. Second session, we're going to clear the stands and you got to buy another ticket to come back in for the second session.
Okay. Clarify the trunk or treat. Is that the end of the first session, beginning of the second session?
It'll be after we clear everything out and come back in. That's what we'll start the second session off with is a trunk or treat, Doug. We'll have the cars out there, do the trunk or treat, the costume contest and all that, and then we'll clear off and then we'll go right into our racing for the second session.
Okay. For a general admission.
Yes.
How much?
Same, 15 for the first session, 20 for the second.
Can they pay the 25 up front or not?
It's going to be too confusing, Doug. Yeah. We're going to clear the stands, unfortunately. It just, how that goes. We'll be chasing everybody.
I know we're going to get asked.
Yeah, we're going to know. I'd like to say yes, but it's just going to be you buy the first session ticket. Then once we clear the stands, you got to go out and buy the second session and go back in. If we sell a two combined ticket, it's easier when we wristband people in the pits going in the main gate tickets, and that it's just too confusing.
All right. How much for second?
If you've already got your one pit pass, it was $40 a day. So your second pit pass will be $40.
Because nothing changes in the payout. Everything's still the same.
Everything's still the same in the payout. And like I said, let me emphasize this. And I don't want to get into our personal business as a racetrack. This doesn't, contrary to what a lot of people are going to start thinking, this doesn't benefit us that way by doing this way.
No.
Not at all. And the purses are all staying the same. All the other costs staying the same. Actually, we got extra costs coming back in because different things that, you're talking 3-4 weeks ago, some of our supplies, we had to go get new supplies, for food and stuff. So this doesn't benefit us. It benefit us if we moved it out, just say, okay, you got to come back to 6 because, people don't show up. People do come, they're paid. So, the whole thing is we're doing this mainly to, one, get this show over with. So, it's done. And 2, for the fans and drivers, Doug, so we don't have to drag it out into another weekend.
Okay.
What about people
who can't get there early with a 1 day pass already paid for.
And that's something you have to call Kevin. You have to call Kevin on that one. So I don't handle that part, Doug.
Right.
Pit pads, parking, and that questionnaire are three things that I don't handle.
Right.
And scoring.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, Doug, you can make it work.
Brian, that's you have to get a hold of Billy Straley.
Yeah.
We don't, we don't control their purse.
Okay.
Yeah, here we go. That's what he told Laura. He canceled his trip to Florida because Chris needed me, Doug.
Yep.
So you got to be here at 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock.
Other than that, I mean, it sucks. I ain't gonna lie, it sucks that we got to worry about Mother Nature. But for seems like the last 3-4 years, this has been a common thing, Doug. With not just us, a lot of different tracks. You get into this time of year. Now watch, the whole month of November will be beautiful and 50, 70 degrees every weekend.
Right.
But we're doing, instead of coming out here Saturday trying to get our show in coming Sunday and worrying about it all, we're kind of being proactive. I mean, sure, we can wake up Sunday morning and the sun be out, Doug. You never know in Ohio this time of year, but all indications of what we're seeing, it's not changing. This is the best move that we can make for basically for all the series that are coming, all the drivers that are coming, and all the fans that are coming. So
just for the people who came in late, you want to recap it? A quick recap.
Want me to recap all that?
Well, just a quick recap.
Sunday's portion of our cavalcade, it's going to rain. We know that. We know it's going to rain out. We don't want to move to a third weekend. So what we're doing is we're running a whole cavalcade 2-day show tomorrow. Gates will open, pit gates will open at 9, front gates at 11, along with hot laps starting, with racing starting at 1 for the Saturday portion of the cavalcade. Once that portion's over, we're going to clear the pits, clear the grandstands, bring everybody back in. Then we'll go into our trick or treat and a costume contest for the kids and the drivers out on the track. Once that's over with, what we'll do is we'll go into racing part of it, and I'll just say right now, we'll race the truck and Oakshade Bombers Dirt Invades Asphalt heat race first. We'll go right into our features.
Okay.
So, and that'll be the Sunday portion of our cavalcade tomorrow night. So, other than that, it's going to be a long day tomorrow.
Yes, it is.
Hey, we're doing this, and I said this many times probably already, but we're not, trust me, we're not doing it.
There's no benefit.
There's no benefit. There's no friends with benefits in this thing, Doug. Trust me.
Right.
We're not doing it because, everybody will come here at 12:30 tomorrow, 12:30 to go in. And what you got to realize is car owners and drivers have already been here. Gate opens at 9.
Right.
What you got to remember is our staff's going to be here at 7:30. Some of our staff 8 o'clock getting ready, and we're not going to get out of here till hopefully by 11 o'clock tomorrow night. 11 midnight. Before we're out of here. So this doesn't benefit Sandusky Speedway and its staff. It benefits the fans and our drivers, and that's what we're all about, Doug. I mean, financially, it'd be better off if I say, yeah, we'll see you November 6th,
Right. Yep.
So, what's that, Bill? I can't.
Still 2 features for some divisions.
I don't know. Bill, what it is the first portion of tomorrow will be Saturday's event. So you'll have Renegades, beginner stocks, pure stocks. We're going to run the CRS truck series first portion tomorrow. And then you'll have the Ohio Wheelman Series first feature that they're going to run on Saturday night, 25 lap feature. Then when we come back to second portion of the show, you're going to have the Dirt Invades Asphalt heat race start out, and then we're going to go right into Renegades, beginner stocks, bigger stocks, modifieds, Ohio Wheelman Series, and Dirt Invades Asphalt features on a second portion. So yes, if you were in a division that was going to run 2 features this weekend, you're still running 2 features. And that's why we're going to give kind of a longer, a decent break, Doug, in between, do the trunk or treat and that, because they're coming out of one session where they're going to run features and going right into another. So
okay, do we get hot laps? That's for the dirt.
Yes, I'll figure it out, Scott. I'll figure that out. I'll take care of it. Yes, I'm not going to throw you out on some of you guys have never been here. Some of you guys never run on asphalt. I tell you what, Doug, I said it the other night, last night on Scott Hammer's show, Hammer Down Racing Report, that unfortunately now we're running everything in one day. But I told him, I said, Saturdays are always Saturdays cavalcade. I'm more excited about the party that's after and everything, Then Sunday I get excited because of the features. And it's been a long time since I've been real excited about racing on a Saturday night, the cavalcade, as I am with that dirt versus that, asphalt portion of it. It's a pretty neat little thing. Like I said on our live Tuesday, it wasn't. I wish I could take credit and say it was all by design, Doug, but it wasn't. Right. It was, and then it just took off. So other than that, Doug,
I think we got it.
All right, use people. We'll see you tomorrow. Be a long day. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, see you tomorrow. God bless America. Thanks, everybody.
All right, see you.